New Year. It's almost time. It's just an hour till early bird special New Year. Check out these cool glasses.
Oh.
Are y'all ready to party and get wild? Well, I tell you what, it won't be long. We'll be in number 2024. 2024. Here we go. You know what today's date is? I just seen this. I guess I should have figured it out, but I just seen it the other day, just a while ago on Facebook. Today is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Think about it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 12, 3, 1, 23.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 1, 2, 3,
1, 2,
3. It's the 31st of December.
December.
Well,
Yes,
you
that's
corrected me
January.
wrongly. These are just too much fun to only blow them at the dropping of the bomb.
This is 2024.
Oh, that's a little sad. 2024, Mama, that's where we're headed. 2024. So, Mama, when you were a child growing up, and there was only like 6 cars in the whole town, did you ever think...
I think it is more than 6.
Okay, it was 7. But one of them didn't run. Did you ever think that you would see 2024?
Oh, no.
And what did you think it would be like?
I really hadn't thought that far ahead on anything.
Oh, there's a bunch of y'all coming. Thank you. This is the best party ever.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk a little bit. We didn't make the bread points because it has white flour in it. And Mama said no. Why don't you tell him you was making...
crackers and party mix.
Why don't you tell me you was going to make bread points? We ain't doing that. You got crackers, you got chips, you got this Chex Mix. And you got sugar and them meat. We ain't doing bread. I said, I'm sorry, Mama.
Oh, yeah.
You all do it, though. Don't you let Mama keep you from doing it. Let's do a flyover. Ready? Here we go. So Mama made Chex Mix in between our last time we visited and now. And look at that. It's warm. I love it when it's still warm. And she just made it right here in the snack cooker. And here's those meatballs. Look how deliciously marinated. Look at that.
They've been simmering.
Oh, they've been simmering this whole time. Here's that wonderful cheese log we made together. And there's some corn chips and some salsa. So y'all come on in. Fix us a plate now.
Yeah.
Mama, I want to raise everybody up.
Oh.
I think this is our 3rd annual. Is it the 3rd? I think it's the 3rd annual Early Bird Special New Year's Eve party. Now, I'm not had supper. So, this is going to taste pretty good. Let's go ahead and bless it, Mama, so we can just eat. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for all of our friends here assembled and those who are on their way. Dear, we just thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you for blessing it, dear Lord, and nourishing our bodies with it. Being there with prayer requests. And Lord, just grant us a good beginning to this new year, dear Lord. And we just look forward to the bountiful blessings and the things you're going to do and the things you're already working on, Lord. And we just pray that you'll be with us, watch over us, lead, guide, and direct us all through the year. In your name we pray. Amen. Okay, Mama. This is our supper. This ain't just snackings. We didn't eat because, you know, Mama wanted to let me... You want some salsa?
Yeah, just a little.
You know, Mama won't let me have a toast point. Oh, she was strict. Can't be eating all that. I know, Mama, I know you want some of this. This is yours.
Yeah.
This is your favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Look how these cheap paper plates match this glass plate. Voila. Here, Mama. I love to slice it like this because, look, it comes right off. And you can put it on your plate and have it with your crackers. Be better if I just tossed it over there.
I know it. I need some more chili sauce on it.
I knew that was coming. Mama wants some more gravy. All right, Mom, there you go. Now I'm going to try to slice mine up in some smaller pieces.
Oh, didn't want you to hold it that long.
Oh, I could have held it, Mama. So I can put them on crackers a little easier. And see, this comes right down on the side. So you put a little extra jelly right here. And I'm going to get me some crackers since I didn't get no toast points. Thank you, Mama. She's strict right up to the end of the year. But what I'm looking forward to most is these meatballs. Even though they ain't gonna have no toast points.
That's all right.
I'm gonna put them right here. And we didn't do egg noodles this time, but I recommend if you're having a big party, you're gonna do a big crock pot of these. Some of your company will like some egg noodles there in a pot beside of them, and you can have it for a meal if they want that. And some people like the egg noodles with the sauce and all that, so that makes a good little extra treat. Let's come down a little bit because I can't see it. I can't reach. I tried to wear a shirt tonight and today that I could read. Well, thank you, Mama. We brought out the red napkins. So let's try this meatball first right off the bat. Mama, this fine china might not take care of these meatballs properly.
Stab it and pick it up and bite it up.
Yes, ma'am. You see, nothing ain't changed for the new year here. Look at that. Now that's deliciousness. And that's just, I'm going to see if I got enough of everything in it. Oh my.
You haven't tasted it, have you?
I ain't tasted nothing, Mama. This is perfect. And by perfect, I mean it's just as good as if I made a huge crock pot full of it. I really scaled down. The first time I ever done that, I believe.
No, we've never made that little.
And I thought, I hope I get it right. Well, what I showed you tonight's good for half a bag. Now, I've invited some of our other friends to drop in. Several of them said they couldn't. Now, the next thing is, am I going to be able to let them in when they ring the doorbell? Miss Kenny's going to try to come, but they're all out having fun. Miss Kenny's around a bonfire. Miss Kathy, she's at their cabin, so the internet was low. Several other engagements. I understand that. So it's not like, you know, if they aren't able to be here. I'm just hoping if some of them do show up, I can let them in. So we'll see. Sometimes technology and I are not friends. Mama, what's your favorite thing other than that cream cheese with pepper jelly?
I don't know. I haven't tasted the meatballs yet.
You want the meatball?
I'll get my son in a minute.
That means I probably won't get none. I'll just sit here and act like I'm going to eat.
I'm eating this jelly. I've been wanting it.
Wait a minute, these new glasses. We might wear these all the time, Mama. These first month. Actually, I think I'm going to take mine off and reserve them for a little later. It's on.
You're laughing at me. They're bigger than mine.
Mama, it's just that you look so cute and you look like one of them cartoon character birds. This is your first year having to wear them with glasses, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ain't she cute?
Oh, yeah.
We turned off the big lights, hoping it would be a little more festive. Now, we got a few decorations over on the refrigerator. You can't see them in the dark. Mama's got us in the dark. But we do have some festivities going, and I do have the ball to drop.
Oh, no.
And we'll do the big countdown at 9. And here will come the ball. The kitchen's going to see, there it comes. Oh, special. It's special. Now, why are we going on with a bunch of foolishness tonight and trying to have an early bird New Year's Eve? Because some of us go to bed early, and we deserve to party in the new year just like the rest of you. And a lot of y'all are going to act like you're going to sit up and bring in the new year. You really just going to sit up at 12 o'clock, do a count from 10 to 9 to 1 to 8, 7. And then you're going to say, good night. And I was one of them for years. And I decided I can do what I want to. If I want to bring in the new year at 9 p.m., I can. And that pepper jelly is the best.
Oh, nothing.
And the whole snack arena, you ain't going to get much simpler than that right there.
No, and our Russian tea. I'm sipping on it.
I know. The Russian tea is delicious. That ain't coffee. That's a Russian tea. Or sometimes called Christmas punch. Oh, it's hot. It tastes so good. I don't know any. We've been drinking this for over 35 years, at least, every Christmas. Well, no, a little longer than that. How can things be almost 40 years when I'm not even 30?
Makes it hard, don't it?
I'm a notch over 30. A little over 30. Don't look at me like that.
That sauce is warm.
It's good though. Do you all do New Year's resolutions? There's nothing wrong with it. A lot of people do. I used to, and I always broke them. And then I figured one year, I just ain't going to do them. But I do want to change a few things, and I think it's a time for renewing. I think anytime, you know, even the months, or, you know, you can just take any time and renew yourself and your ideas and what you want to do. I mean, you are a work in progress. You don't have to do what you've always done. You don't have to do what you've always done tonight. Maybe this is your first ever early bird special, and you're like, I like this. I can go to bed at 9 o'clock, and I've already counted in the new year. But this is a good time to look at things and say, I'm going to do things a little different. Mama, you going to do anything different?
This year? I don't know. Try to do better at this.
Just in general? It's just the same. I'm going to try to do better. Better at what? Everything. Everything.
Better with life problems is one big thing.
Life problems.
Yeah, I get so upset over little stuff.
Well, that'd be good.
I can't keep my glasses on.
You can take them off, Mama. You can put them back on in 15 minutes. So we're gonna eat, talk with y'all. Just relax a little bit, and we may get some company. May one or so, but we will visit with them, and then we'll visit with you all. And then at 9 o'clock, we're gonna do the big countdown, the big New Year's countdown.
And then we'll race to who can get in the bed the fastest.
Well,
I believe I can beat you. I can outrun you.
your bed's technically closer.
No, it's not. Yours is technically closer.
You know, I gotta hook a right and go down that way.
Well, it's not that much further. It's not as far as mine. And I believe when it comes to getting in bed, I could outrun you.
I hope you can too, Mom.
Years of practice makes it different.
Let me tell you a funny Abby story. So in case you don't know who Abby is our foster baby, our foster fur baby. We hope to someday make her our very own. But we want to give it time. Make sure her owner, I think she is either lost or somebody just couldn't take her no more. I'm trying to do research to find out how long she'd been at the park. But she's our little rescue. And so I had, her house is out back on the back porch. So it's covered, it's insulated. I even lined the interior with cardboard. She living good. I mean, she really is. She won't come in, so don't be saying, bring her in. She don't like the tile, and she don't like the hardwood, and she really just don't like being in. The only reason she'll stay in is while I'm feeding her. Pepperonis. And then she goes to the door and she wants out. And I said, well, won't you stay a while? Won't you? No, I can go out on the porch and sit with her, and she loves it. But in here, she ain't happy. I don't think she's ever been in. But anyway, so I fixed her bed on the back porch, under the cover, right up against, in a corner where it was covered. She's just got a great little setup. And I know I need to get some straw, and I'll work on that this week, getting her some fluffy straw. But she had an old bathroom rug, one of them thick, and she loved it. She'd just curl up in it, and you'd find her out there even in the middle of the day. So for the past 2 days, she's taken her bed out in the yard. So yesterday I went out and got it, brought it back in, fluffed it all up, fixed her up, and she was ever so grateful, and she ran in there and laid for a good long time. I thought, well, we good. So this morning, first thing, I went out to feed her and give her fresh water. She gone. Not away, just out of the neighborhood. Out of her neighborhood. She's still in the yard. And she had taken her bed. Her big, thirsty rug. I went out and looked for it where I found it yesterday. It wasn't there. I looked everywhere for that crazy rug. And I thought, did you eat that whole rug?
She's tried.
Did you take that rug to the barn? I looked. Mama looked out the front and the back. She didn't go around the house, but she looked too. So tonight, right before dark, I thought, well, I gotta go get that baby a new rug or something. And I thought, I'm gonna go look for it one more time. Maybe she's drug it out. As soon as I opened the front door, there laid the rug. There laid her on it. And she had settled in for the night. What it was is I had caught her in the middle of a move. She was moving from the back to the front and didn't want me to get that rug.
That's the first place she slept when she came was on the front porch. She didn't want moved.
So it was just like it was just meant to be, So she had hid the rug all day from me so I wouldn't stick it back here. And then when it got bedtime, she went and got her rug and brought it around front. Laid it out. I asked Mama, did you lay this rug? She said, no. She had laid her rug out and curled up in it and was laying right there where she wanted to be. And I thought that was the best thing ever. I just loved it. So I just, I got her little bed, rearranged the rug in the bed, and put her up in a warmer spot. She didn't realize that was going to be a cold spot for her. And, come back in the house, got her food. When I went back up there, she peeked up out of the bed and looked up at me. And I set her food down like 3 feet from her bed. And she stuck her head out like, I can't quite reach it. I had to push her bowl over to her bed so she could eat in bed.
Oh, I think it's nice.
It was sweet. And so I pushed her bowl over so she could just lick her head out, lean her head out and eat and not have to get out of her warm bed. Now, is that spoiled? Tell me if I'm wrong. But she is the sweetest little fur baby. And I think I've decided she's probably hitting a year old. Probably hitting a year old. So, next, I'm going to have to see if she will, which the garage is concrete. I'm going to see if she will go in the garage. So on these extra cold nights, which tonight it's 50 degrees, she's fine. It'll get a little cooler, but not really cold tonight. And I'm going to see if she'll go in the garage at least. It don't never drop below 50 in her garage because we had it insulated for that reason. So next move is into the garage. So I figure what I'll do is make her a bed in the garage. And then during the day, go out there and have her come in and lay around, play around, feed her some snacks, get her used to it. And then on a cold night, I can say, will you come in the garage at least? Now, we had one dog that was, and then the funny thing about it is I believe she's the same breed of dog as Rusty was. He would not come in the garage. He would come in anywhere for a minute. Never acted like he was afraid of the hardwood or the tile. He would even come back into the bedroom, and I would think he was going to make it all night. And then I'd hear him up, and he'd bark, and you'd have to go take him. He did not want to stay in no matter what. So, I don't know, just some dogs don't like that. And I guess if it's raised as a pup, it'd make a difference, but no, it's not for her. It's obvious at the moment.
Yeah.
If it was that, I'd bring her in here and let y'all see her. But she won't. I could feed her the whole time. She's the, I tell you what she is, and y'all probably know. Like, I put down a treat, and she comes to it. I throw a little bit one closer, and a little bit closer, and she walks to them. And then she'll stand there, and I'll feed her a minute, and then she's back out.
She don't want to stay long, that's for certain.
But me and her had a cup of coffee on the porch this morning, and we both enjoyed it thoroughly.
Well, you sat out there this evening, didn't you?
Yeah, but I didn't have coffee. I didn't have anything to drink then.
Oh, poor baby.
I know. But she's already been a blessing.
Was destructive blessing.
Oh, Mama. One or two little lights.
Oh, and the cord.
He was probably faulty, and she saved our lives.
Oh, no.
It was one of them green Christmas tree cords with 3 prongs on one end. Well, you know that can't be no count.
Oh, that was a good one.
I told Mama.
She found it and chewed it.
It was under the front seat on the porch, and she thought it was a snake, and she was trying to protect us.
Oh, no, she did.
Me and her talked about it this evening.
Oh.
And then the more I got to think about it, them 3 prongs, you know that can't be safe. She probably saved our lives, Mama.
No, I don't look at it that way.
I know. But it's the truth. So, let's see what y'all... Thank you for those stars. No animals can get to her. No, Gary. No. She's on the porch with the banister, but I think she's savvy enough, and we've never had it. We've had coyotes down in our lower fields, and Maggie ran down to their territory and got attacked. But we've never noticed it, known of anything. It's never set our cameras off. We don't have any of that stuff going on up here. And we've had many dogs over the years that have done well here. She's a big enough dog that I think she can. If I hear her bark, I get up to see what she's barking at.
She started at 5 o'clock this morning.
I loved it. I said, "Did you hear that baby barking?"
Yeah, I got up and looked.
I was already up. It bothered me. It was just a rabbit or something, I think. I love to hear dogs bark. I like to know what's going on up there. Okay, let's go home. So I want to hear what y'all plan for New Year's. And I'm not going to call them New Year's resolutions. I'm just going to say, do y'all make any changes for the upcoming year? Have you got anything going on? Got any babies on the way in the next year? Any of you grandparents out there going to have some grandbabies in the next few months? Weddings coming up for the next year. Special birthdays, anybody turning a milestone in the next year. Happy New Year. God bless always. Thank you, Robert. Happy New Year, Sharon. What kind of dog? Gavin, I'm not sure. I think she's a part fast, maybe part beagle. She's small, medium-sized dog. I never know anything about my dogs because they're always rescues. I don't even know their birthdays. I usually just count their birthdays whatever day they come here. I try to find out a little information about them, but when you're doing rescues, most of the time, you don't get a lot of information, but that's fine. I don't have to have information. We rescued one time, and it was a home situation where the elderly mother had passed, and this dog had papers because it was raised to be a show dog, apparently. And they said, "We don't know where the papers are. We'll get." I said, "Well, I don't care about papers. It ain't about papers." I said, "We'll just take care of her." And then, which this was a good person. He was a good person. And his wife didn't like dogs, basically. And he was worried about this little schnauzer. And so, the story's kind of funny. She came to live with us, and she stayed with us about 9 months or 10. And she was ours. I mean, we went on trial basis. We went on foster care or nothing. And the guy calls me and says, would you mind if we come and visit? Just to check in. And my dad, I thought he was going to, well, I didn't know what he was going to do. He said, she ain't leaving here. That's our dog. And if he thinks he's coming back after 9 months, I said, Dad, calm down. He's just coming to visit. Well, I'm telling you one thing. He's leaving just like he came, empty-handed. Mom said, you really think that? I said, no. I said, he's just wanting to make sure he did the right thing with his mama's dog. He wants to make sure that he didn't just give it to somebody who was going to not keep her and not do right with her. Dad's no. He's coming to get that dog, and I'm telling you right now. And so we didn't know if Dad would be too friendly or not. Well, the guy got here, and of course, Dad was real friendly with him. And Sarah knew him when he got here, and she went over and got in his lap. Dad got jealous. And he was like, you could just see it come over his face. But with about 5 minutes of sitting there, she jumped down and come straight to Dad, jumped up in his lap, and there she sat the rest of the visit. And the guy and his wife stayed for, 30 minutes or 40. Of course, we was hospitable, and we fed them and all that. And so when he got ready to leave, he said, well, I'm just wanting to come and see her and see her environment, and that way I can rest. He said, and I can see that she is fully 100% loved, and she has taken you all as hers, because I've never seen her sit in somebody's lap like that. And so he was pleased, and he left and didn't even try to take Dad's baby. But Dad was ready for him. He was ready.
I believe he would have. Wouldn't have fed him, but he.
I believe he would have, Mama.
He would have argued with him.
He said, "You ain't taking that, Doc." I know what he said.
But she was his baby.
She was definitely Dad's. She liked me. She loved Mama. She was Mama's and Dad's. But if Dad was here, she'd definitely pick Dad over Mom. But Mom didn't want to sit and hold her. Could you imagine being a dog and trying to sit in Mama's lap? Well, you'd be wore out. Up and down, because she's like the butterfly. But she definitely loved Daddy, and he definitely loved her. And she would tolerate me, and if nobody wasn't here, well, she was right with me. But I was third pick down the line, all 100%. But now Maggie, I was first pick, and Dad never did really get adjusted to that, because he really wanted Sierra and Maggie. He loved Maggie, but he said, she don't care for me. I said, Dad, she does. You just have to get used to it and everything. Happy New Year, John and Mama. Hey, Kimberly. Kimberly Ann, how are you? I had my rescue for 17 years. She was Precious Pomeranian. Oh.
I love Pomeranians.
Sure, we love Pomeranians, and I'll tell you why we love them so much. My aunt and my 2 cousins, they had a Pomeranian named Peppy. And my other aunt had a dog named Pepper, and they had Peppy. And Mom wouldn't let dogs in the house back then. She was stricter than she is now. And when they came, they brought Peppy. Mom let them right in. Mom had her a bed, a bowl. They come quite often and spent the weekend or something with us. And Peppy was always welcome. And Mama loved him, didn't you?
He would get me up to let him out of the morning instead of him. Lay on my house shoes.
I lay on Mama's house shoes. Peppy was such a good little Pomeranian. Great little dog. We've always had dogs. There's been very few days, weeks, or months that this farm has not had a dog. And we've never... I bought one dog in my whole life. And it's because I wanted a golden retriever. And this guy that's very close by, he's very good to them, and he raised them. And he really checked you out before you got one of his. And I bought her when I was in high school. We kept her. Lindsay was her name. She was a wonderful. And that was the only reason we bought one, because I wanted a golden retriever, because a friend of mine had a golden retriever, and I had a house set at a place, and they had a golden retriever, and I'd kept him all week, and I just couldn't stand it leaving him, and so I said, I'm getting me a golden retriever. And they're wonderful. We've had Cocker Spaniels. We've had different breeds of dogs, but like I said, they've always been, usually, except that one time in a rescue situation or take up here situation or something like that. Or I found them on the side of the road and I bring them home.
Yeah, you did that a lot.
But that was always homeless. They weren't, I wasn't stealing dogs. We have a Pomeranian Chihuahua cross. That would be cute. Happy New Year, John Davis and Mrs. Davis.
Oh, who's that?
That's from Leslie Pruitt.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Leslie. We know Leslie. Mama don't like me this new Elisa. Mama don't like me this new INW. Mama, do you not like Elisa?
What is it?
Elisa Yatton says, Mama don't like me this new INW.
I don't know what it is.
She says she does like, she don't know what you're talking about. She says, Happy New Year to John and Mama. Have a wonderful and blessed year. Barb, you too. Happy, healthy New Year. Happy, healthy New Year to you all too.
That's what I'm wishing for everybody. Good health and happiness.
We have always had Great Danes. Paige, I love Great Danes. Never had one, but I love them. I like all animals. Happy New Year to you both and your entire family. Well, thank you, Leslie. Same to you. Now, Louisa, thank you. Both of my dogs were rescue dogs. Both are gone now. Oh, Sheila. I'm telling you, when you're getting over a fur baby, it's not easy. Happy New Year, John and Mama. Hey, Christine. Mama, you've been awful quiet. If you got any stories you want to tell?
No, I'm just listening to you read them names off.
That'll save you from having to read names off by yourself tonight.
Yeah.
This cream cheese and pepper jelly is the
I'm
bomb.
going to have to have some more of it.
Well, let's just fix you up right now before the new year gets here, Mama.
Oh, wow.
So what y'all eating tomorrow? I know, we're sitting here eating, talking about what we're going to eat later.
That's not right.
But it's New Year's. It's a special meal. And we'll be first to tell you,
There you go. Thank
we know all of our blessings comes from the Lord. And we don't believe in any of that other stuff, or we're not superstitious. It's more traditional for us. So we will have some black-eyed peas tomorrow. And I think I'm going to do a smoked sausage and some cabbage. Mama, did you look for a streak of lean?
Oh, no, but I think there's some hog jowl.
Hog jowl? We might fix a little hog jowl.
Because I put some in my beans while back.
We might come up with some hog jowl just to show y'all what it is.
Fat turkey.
You'll find it in the stores in case you're looking. Under streak of lean, hog jowl, fat back, salt bacon.
Now, hog jowl is literally the hogs.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the same kind of
Now,
thing.
my daddy loved hog jowl.
We've had it, well, about every year, but sometimes a streak of lean is fine, or some salt bacon. I like to fix salt bacon and cornmeal. It's very good that way. Happy New Year, Melanie. So, how many of y'all are going to another party after this one for the late bird special? The 12 a.m. New Year's. Y'all going somewhere tonight? Or y'all going to, is this it? You're headed to the bed? Happy New Year. I think I froze y'all up, Chris. Did I freeze you up? Mama, what y'all do for New Year's? Like when you were a child?
We didn't do nothing.
Oh, Sheila, prayers for your sister. She lost her daughter.
Oh,
We'll definitely be remembering that. Hog Jowl, don't get it around here. You don't, Jackie, you can have smoked sausage, bacon. Happy New Year. What did you say, Mama? It was just another day of the calendar?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
we never had parties or nothing special and nothing.
just go to church for watch night service?
We didn't. I don't remember doing that much. Our little church didn't do that much.
Well, you know, I was just trying to think, if it wasn't for Dick Clark or those shows, you know, where they do the New York City ball drop, how would you have even...
Our TV signed off at midnight. It played the national anthem and went off.
I remember that. Then it went to the test pattern.
Yeah.
All the colors. Mm-hmm. And you'd hear...
Well, we had black and white. We didn't see no colors.
But really and truly, how would you have known the big deal about New Year's?
We didn't. I didn't remember no big deal we ever had.
So when did that come about?
I didn't.
Does anybody know? Did you all have big New Year's Eve parties? And was New Year a big thing when you was a kid? Hello from Berea, Kentucky. Hello, Angela Roberts. We're just up the road, Angela. Not far. Berea's not far from us. Thank you for those stars. Y'all don't have to do stars, but we appreciate them. And yours are so sweet.
We enjoyed it because we was out of school.
Did you stay out of school?
We got out of school.
Now, Mama, I know here against my own part, but I know around the world there was parties for New Year's in the 50s and the 60s.
Yeah, it probably was.
I need to do some history.
Didn't know nothing about them.
I need to do some history and see how long has the ball been dropping in New York City. Does anybody know that?
Somebody will tell you because they tell every year.
I sure am, Jacqueline. I thank the Lord every day for my mama. I not only thank him for having her now, I thank him for having her and Daddy all my life, that I was raised in a good home and had good guidance and good Christian parents. Debbie says the last thing. She really, that needs to be, I don't know, Ian's having a conversation. She really doesn't, that needs to be Johnson, get her a laptop. Oh, the dog. Mama's not as excited about the dog as those sisters talking about. Mama's never excited. Mama wasn't excited when Maggie came here. Mama loves animals. She's very good to animals. She worries about them. She calls them baby. But Mama's not a... Y'all know how picky she is. She's not one to sit and hold them or pet them or any of those things. She'll feed them. She'll water them. She'll care for them. She'll make sure they're warm. But she's not the one that's going to have one holding it or nothing. And Maggie was the perfect dog for Mama because Maggie didn't want to be held. Maggie really didn't want to be touched. She would be petted if she kept all 4 feet on the ground. She never really wanted on the furniture. We caught her early when we first got her. And it was so funny. She would sit in Mama's chair only when we were gone. And I got Mama a different recliner and it rocked. The first one didn't rock, so we didn't know. We would come home from church, and we would come in, and Mama's recliner would be rocking. And we figured out, somebody's been in that recliner. I wonder who it was. The only time she ever got on any furniture was when we weren't home. And after Mama started putting a cushion up on her recliner, she never did get back on anything that we know of. Never did want to. I used to try to get her up in the recliner with me. Wouldn't have it. Hated it.
She would sit and let you and your daddy rub her with your feet and stuff. She loved that.
What kind of dog is Happy? She's a mixture. She looks part beagle, but yet part feist or something. She's short-haired, very pretty. Little dog, medium-sized dog. She may grow up to be a big old coon dog or something. I don't know. Around here we have people who go out in the woods at night and they'll take 2 or 3 dogs, usually a cur or a walker. We used to go coon hunting all the time. They used to call it ring-tailed rats and everything else, the little raccoons. I never did kill one, but I've gone on many coon huntings and possum huntings. But it seems like hunting took a break there. And now it seems a lot of the younger guys around here are going back to it. It never did end. It was always, you know, people would always go hunting, run. But little raccoons, if you don't keep them down, the population, they'll get sickly. Same way with deer. You know, a lot of people are against deer hunting. But we've seen a time here where we had too many deer, and they got that, I don't know what it's called, but it's where it affects their brain. So the game wardens and stuff come in and treated it and done all that. And it was, so hunting does serve a big purpose. It helps the little animals.
A lot of people around here, though, if they kill something, they eat it.
Yeah, that's one thing around here. 99% of the deer that are harvested here are used for family meals. And some people, they depend on that. That's a part of their, you know, their yearly supply of meat comes from what they gather and hunt. Now, my dad used to go ringtail hunting, as they call it, or raccoon hunting, and he had a man up in the mountains, and he said, "I'll take every one you bring me," and he cooked them. So Dad would put them in the freezer, wrap them up, put them in the freezer, and he'd take them to that man, and they ate them because Dad didn't want to waste them. And it's always been used for food. Mama, you need some more drink.
No.
You getting choked on dry crackers and chips and.
I think a little bit of salsa irritated my throat.
We'll get you some more Russian tea. That hot tea will help you.
I think I've drunk all that.
I've drunk all mine too. Well, no, more.
I'm going to turn it back on.
We definitely want it to be hot.
Well, goodness.
Nothing wrong with it. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with hunting for the right reasons and done the right way. Hey, John and Mama, Rick Davis in St. Petersburg, Florida. We might be related. We could be. Same last name. Gregory, we might be. I'd say all people are related, don't you think? Especially if you get close enough to have the same last name, spelled the same way. There has to be a connection there somewhere. Happy New Year, Jennifer. How are you? Happy New Year! Early. Cooking my black-eyed peas in the crock pot now. Linda, you have to if you're doing dry beans. We have done dry beans. Tomorrow we're doing a can. Mama, you're going to have to get that heated up so you can get some relief.
I've got it.
It's allergy time. Always for me and Mama. But when it's dry outside, it's usually a given. Happy New Year to you both. Well, Kim, Happy New Year to you too. We have, oh, Catherine, so sorry. Oh, your son-in-law's baby sister. That is horrible. We'll be sending prayers. You know, sometimes during the holidays we forget that life really is going on, and people are sick, and people have needs, and people are having to work. Sometimes with all the festivities and the holiday things, we forget that there's people tending to bedridden folks, there's people that are sick, there's people that are passing. And when you're dealing with those situations and you're in them, sometimes I remember driving to the funeral home when my granny passed away. And it was a weekday. And there was cars going places. And there was trucks going places. And I remember for just a moment thinking, what are all these people doing? Do they not realize my granny has passed away? I just expected the whole world to stop because my world had stopped. And, you know, those days during the process, you lose track of time and days and, oh, thank you, Mama. Track of time and days and what's going on. And when you're the victim or the family or whatever is going on, it's hard. And we just need to, even during times of celebration, times of holidays and stuff, remember those folks. Happy New Year from Idaho. Well, hello, Linda. I said your name wrong. Lindana? Lindana Griffith? Did I get it terribly wrong? I'm so sorry. Lindana. Lindana? That's what I'm going to call it for now. You can correct me. First you say that 3 times. First ball dropped in 1907. Well, Mama, it was a few years after you was born.
1907?
Oh, my mistake. Thank you, Davis, for that information. That came from, where did you go? No, Doris. Doris McDaniel. Thank you, Doris McDaniel, for the information. 1907, the first ball drop, Mama.
I said they would know. They keep track of it.
We got the smartest people in the world on here. I have raised animals for 25 years or so. Well, bless your heart, honey. Honey Trustler. You've got a big old heart and spreading it with the love of animals. Happy New Year, Catherine. You know, I really do believe that God put animals here for us to take care of, but also for them to take care of us. And I love the fact that dog spelled backwards is God. I'm not comparing it. I'm just saying there is a similarity there. And when you think about it, dogs love so unconditionally. They love you. They wait on you. They're there. And that's the reason, you know, if they do a little mean thing, like if they do chew up a electric cord that costed a little bit, they didn't plan it. Remember, they don't know the value. They don't know what something's worth. They just see it as, I'm going to chew on this. It's like I accused Abby today. I thought, Abby, you took your bed and you're going to freeze tonight. I've had to bring your bed back twice now. Come on now. You know when you get cold, you want to snuggle up in that good rug. But little did I know, Abby was moving. She is moving the back porch to the front porch. She spent the first night on the front porch. She's been happy in the back porch, but I think, and I told Mama after she moved this evening, I said, there's not enough activity back there. I go back there, but up here, she can lay at the door and hear Mama. And she can lay at the door and hear the TV. She can lay at the door and hear the noise. And at night, I've noticed she don't leave the front porch till we go to bed. And then I'll hear her in the backyard. So...
She'll let you know she's out there, too.
Yeah. So she wants to be out here where she can hear us. I'm sure she can hear us right now. So she wants that little bit of connection. She don't want to be in here with us. She don't want that much connection.
She wants you to leave the big door open so she can see through the glass door.
And we did. I just closed it a while ago. In fact, it's been open all day. Mom, I'm trying to get you in the room with us.
Oh,
You look so far back.
I'm right here.
We're going to have to switch seats, Mom. I can sit over there. You can sit here.
Oh, no.
Mom's right here, but boy, don't she look way back yonder.
I'm just tiny and look little. I look like a shelf on the elf. The elf on the shelf.
The shelf on the elf.
I believe that came out backwards. But I did catch it as soon as I said it. A lot of times I don't catch when I say something.
You could be Mama Lou on the stool. You give me the coughs. Oh. That second batch was hotter than that first.
Well, it's a steamer like crazy boiling.
Folks, I know you're not going to believe this, but we have sat here and chatted and had a good time, and we only got 9 more minutes to the big countdown of the 9 p.m. Early Bird New Year's Eve special.
We just had a sale somewhere.
Mama's wanting to go shopping.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Tomorrow there'll probably be some New Year's specials, Mama.
I don't. I've never been to what's that after Thanksgiving? Black Friday.
Black Friday sale.
I've never been to one of those.
Well, they're kind of over now, aren't they?
I don't know. I've never took part in
Well, they have them for a week now, and I don't think there's those lines anymore and people stampeding as much anyway. It's people still setting up on shopping on Thanksgiving. With the Amazon and all the shopping things online, they pretty much have done away with that, haven't they? I don't know. Love your sweater, Mama, Lisa Hahn said. What did Mama put in her Russian tea?
Oh, that's Johnny's recipe.
Karen, I was wondering the same thing. Have you noticed how she's kind of... Now, Mama don't drink, and that's the reason it's so funny. When I said she's hitting the cooking sherry. Mama wouldn't drink alcohol. And if she did, probably one sip. I tried to make her some rock candy and whiskey one time for a bad cough she had, and honey. She said, I'll take the honey and the candy and you can heat it up, but now I don't want none of that other junk in there.
I had to go to the doctor. I wouldn't drink it. So.
I said, Mama, I think that's the part that heals you, is that alcohol. That, like the
and you know, a lot of cough syrups and a lot of medicines has alcohol in it.
But you wouldn't take the homemade version.
No, because I know it's the real old stuff.
Real old stuff.
Yeah.
I tried to cook one time with it.
With whiskey?
Wine.
Oh, wine.
And I brought that bottle of wine home. And it was sitting on the kitchen counter. Because I wasn't drinking it. And Dad comes in and said, what's that? Who brought that in this house? I said, Dad, it's just for cooking. And it burns out. Well, it'll taste just as good without it. Get that out of here. I had to go put it in my car. And then I had to give it to somebody because then, I done made my meal without it. Now, I would cook with a little bit of wine or something like that. Like, some of y'all ask me about red wine and vinegar.
If it burns out, why do you have to have it?
It adds flavor, Mama. But you would never do mushrooms. But, you can do red wine and mushrooms and make a wonderful red wine sauce. But you have to light it to get it out. Now, people will tell you it cooks out. You got to burn it out. You got to... So be careful.
Why, you wouldn't let you run one of my skillets for that.
Let's change the subject. We ain't. No. Okay. Let's see. What was I saying?
We're almost out of time. An hour.
We'll be out of time in 5 minutes. Whatever you do this year, just realize you're a very special person. You're very important. And whatever you do, just like Mama said, just commit to being a better person, doing better things. And you'll be fine. You don't have to change everything. Just change one little thing if you want to. Maybe you're going to get up earlier. Maybe you're going to use a little extra time for studying the Bible or just reading a book or just relaxing. But take care of you this year. Make that your priority. I'm going to take care of me this year. And you mamas and you daddies that are out there and you're doing everything every day that you can to give your kids your best life, don't forget you. Because you can't give if you don't have. If you don't rest and you're gonna have to think about yourself just a little bit. You ain't taking nothing away from nobody, but just take a little bit of time every day for you. That's what Mama's gonna work on. Is not getting. I tell Mama, it ain't the end of the world. It'll be all right. Mama worries about stuff sometimes. She has been getting better about that already.
I have. I bet I can do a lot better.
I think this was the most stress-free Christmas that we ever had. I really did. I think Mama did excellent. And it's the most... You sort of took it in stride this year, didn't you, Mama?
I tried to really good, but I let a little bit of it get to me. Put your glasses back on.
Oh, Mama, get your outfit on. It is 8:56, folks. If you have some terribly fashionable glasses like this,
you want the part of mine?
go ahead. And I had these I was going to hold up. Like, here's one, which this is good for right now. It's almost time. And then we can say, hello, 2024. Hello. Ain't no fixing it, is it?
No, it's backwards.
Hello, 2024. Happy New Year. Oh, so many decorations. And then, of course, just plain old 2024. Coming at you. We used to have the glasses that said the years on them, and then when they get into the 23s, it was hard, so we come up with just these. So these we had last year, and I'll have them next year too, because they're good for every year. They have Happy New Year. I can use these for years to come. Those crack me up every time. Oh, Mama, that was a good one. And of course, the ball drop. We got to get ready for the big ball drop.
I believe you wore these glasses and stretched them.
Mama, they're big. Things ain't gonna be no different in 24, I can tell you. It's almost time for the big ball drop. This thing looks huge when you put it right in front of that camera. It's 8:58 officially, but I don't have a seconds, Mama.
No.
Mama, we need a clock with a second hand on it.
Well, we don't have one. That no beyond it, but it needs batteries. Well, it don't have a, yeah, it does have.
Does it have a second hand?
Yeah, it's almost for the 5, or right after the 5.
Well, for one thing, it's not working.
It's neat.
And for another thing, that's a shadow.
Yeah, you show.
Alexa, give me a countdown to 9 p.m.
Alarm set for 9 p.m.
Oh, I'm set for 9 p.m. She didn't give you a nap countdown.
She will in a minute. Folks, it's less than a minute to the new early bird New Year.
Yep.
Are you excited?
Happy New Year.
It's riveting.
Happy New Year.
Alexa, how much longer for the countdown?
There are no timers set. You have one alarm going off in 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Alexa, stop. I hope it's not been too much excitement for you here this year. I hope you've had a good time. And I hope you're going to enjoy the new year. Y'all can go to bed now because it's after 9 p.m. We've done ushered in the new year. Happy 2024. I know, it was just riveting tonight. And don't tell your friends you went to a wild party. But hello, 2024.
Yay.
Happy New Year. Mama, do you feel different?
Yeah. I feel like another day older or another year older.
It's a whole new year.
Yeah.
A 9 p.m. year. Now listen, you folks that are going to do the midnight thing, say Happy New Year for me and Mama. Because by then we're going to be asleep.
Hopefully I'll be asleep, resting.
Don't let her kid you, folks. She'll be asleep in 10 minutes. As soon as this video goes, she'll say, good night, Happy New Year, I'm out of here. She'll run to that bedroom, just like she said.
I tried.
Do you see why we didn't cook much food?
We didn't eat nothing.
We got food left.
We got tons left.
Those meatballs will be good tomorrow over some noodles. That'll be good. Folks, thank you for being here. A great big number of y'all showed up. Sorry some of our company couldn't get in. I don't know if they tried, but they told me we're in a location with no internet. But we will get together one night and do a big party with everybody. But Happy New Year. Y'all have a great new year, and we'll see y'all next year. Tomorrow. And we'll cook a little bit, and we'll explain some of the traditions of what the different things mean. I'll look them up because I look them up every year and let y'all know, but I can't remember them. I'm going to keep these glasses. I'm going to get me a pair of gold glasses next time, Mama.
Yeah.
I look quite distinguished.
I think you do too.
They didn't have New Year on them. Mama, say goodbye. Say good night.
Good night, Mama. God bless you all, and happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I've lost my whistle. Bye, y'all. Have a blessed one.
Bye-bye.